Good evening and welcome back to Astro Colony, where we have got some more things going on. We've got some more plates, we've got some more stuff going on, and I have built things and changed stuff. And as you can see, look, we've got rid of the edge. Not that important around this part of the base, it was more for other bits that I wanted to do. But thank you very much to those who mentioned that you can apparently interact with flooring that I did not know. When you point at a floor, it says so over here on the right hand side. It says E to modify. And this is basically the edging. So you can come in here, you can click none, you can turn it off, and then you can middle click to copy this, and it will copy the settings as well. And when you place them, they don't have an edge. So yay, awesome. The only awkward thing is that you can mass copy and mass paste. It's a little bit awkward to do. You have to use the function things here, this box selection tool. You'd have to copy the settings to one thing. So basically just walk up, press C, you copy the floor tile settings, and then you would use the box selection tool to select all the floor that you've done and paste it, and it will change the edge settings. It doesn't, however, change the pattern. Now you can see I've gone with this wonderful pattern here because it's bright. It's not the default version of it. I have modified it ever so slightly. It is the default version is, it says, trying to find it now, sci-fi something it's called. Metal Deco 9. So after, so the default one, let me go and put a wall in here. Oop, is that. So I went and darkened it down. It's half colour, so it's a grey rather than the bright white. So and I think that's nice on the eyes. The bright white's pretty, I like it, but the grey's better on the eyes. It doesn't have any like decoration. I think it's literally just that, and that's it. So yeah, but that's okay for the minute. If we want to decorate it, we can do things around, and that'd be fine. Also, I want to increase this to 3. No, I did. So this is now 4 tall. This is 4 tall. Because I was wondering that we're going to have to run belts and pipes and other bits and pieces underneath here as well. I remember I wanted to do power, I know that, and I knew belts and things had to go down here and bits and pieces. But if they have to come down, go around, and go up again, that means that we then wouldn't be able to walk underneath them. If it was only 3 tall, we'd have to go round to do things, and we might end up getting jammed. If I do that, it gives me 2 spaces, so I can run everything on the top layer, and then if it has to go under something, it can go under it. If it has to go under 2 of them, that's going to be awkward, but it's not going to happen that often, I believe, because we're not going to have belts in here. We're really going to only have tubes for transporting goods around, maybe pipes for liquid. So that's the 3 things that are going to go in here. But we've got space to do it now, and it can come down to it. So in between layers, we're going to have 3 floors. 4 floors, so yeah, so that's fine there. So awesome. I haven't done anything else. I haven't built anything else. A few things that people have pointed out, and since so pressing E to do that. That's thank you. Hemotem, Primal. Thank you very much for putting that out there. Capital, you mentioned about, and always butcher your name. I'm sorry. The planetoids aren't really worth it. Yeah, I kind of agree. There's no reason to have power connectors on the docks here. Look at this as well. Look at this. This is another comment from somebody else as well. Genius. If there's solar power, there's no point to having the connection on them. But as you can see, you can multiply them, and this does work. So, so there is a way to kind of do it. So you can have multiple connections along. So yeah. But generally, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to abandon this project completely, and we're just going to not bother. I do know you can only get certain things from certain planets, so we want to go and visit this one up here and get the wheat seeds from there. But I'm thinking that we might just add dirt to our place and try and farm in our place and build our own ecology place. Because that's just so slow. It's unbelievable. It's horrible. So I might not bother until I have to. I know there are some things you can only get on planets. So when we have to go to a planet, that's when we'll go and do that, and we'll set up something on there. Some people mentioned about put solar panel over here, which is what I've done before. Don't have solar panel unlocked yet, so it's not an option now. So if you wanted to go and mine a planet now, then no, got to do the research for species and do it. So yeah, so that becomes complicated. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. But let's go up here. Ferris mentioned, yeah, I'm sure the harpoon dock used to be more than 5. I'm sure it was something like 25 or 100 or something. It was way more than 5. I don't know why it's been limited so much. I think to kind of force you to build on planets. So rather than building one giant space station, you want to build multiple little mini ones, which is not how I want to play. So maybe we'll just do this. We'll just have like a place on the station that's just got 5 or 6 docking ports all the way along, and we just plug them all in. Blah, blah, blah. If we need to. I don't know if I want to. I'm going to avoid doing that. I'm going to basically just have mass production of these things. Go nuts for the grabbers. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just going to go absolutely nuts for these guys, and just try and clear the galaxy of stuff like that, and we'll just fly through the galaxy. You have to go to find stuff in the universe. There are things you can find. So like there's a hailstorm, a meteor storm, there's the wormhole we have to find, that sort of thing. So we're gonna have to move to base anyway. We could take that in tow as well. We could add an engine and take that in tow. It's not a problem. But I just don't want to deal with planets. I really don't. I just can't be bothered with them. Yeah. Solar panels. Yeah, solar's the way to go on planets. You just put loads of solar down. Just mass produce solar. That's the way to go for that. That's not really there. Hofmeister mentioning this one here. Could you build docks side by side and connect them together? Yes, you can. I didn't think this worked. I thought only one connected, the other ones wouldn't. But it does. It does connect. It is fine. It does work. So this is the way to go, I suppose. I put 2 gaps here. We could do 1, but you could have potentially 6 or 7 connections with power at 5 power each one. It's a lot of effort, but I mean it works. You could transfer power over quite easy that way. Still no way to pipe things back, so there's no way to get liquid or gas back, but yeah, but this does work. Also asked a question about if I chop a planet in half, as in if I was to come in and chop a planet through the center, would it become 2 planets? No, it's still just considered 1 planet. Like the grid for that planet it extends out this way and extends out that way. It's 1 planet, so dropping 3 or 5, 6, 7 pieces, it's still 1 planet, so it doesn't count there. And Wise Max saying about you can accelerate the game using the keyboard. There's no key binding for it. I remember it used to be an option previously, but it was something you shouldn't use. It was a development tool that wasn't supposed to be used, the way to accelerate the game, because it could break things, particularly with transport drones, move things. It did weird stuff with them. I had that happen 2 or 3 times where my drones ended up getting stuck in walls and things. It just went wrong. So you shouldn't be accelerating the game if there is a keybind for it. It's not an option that's available to the player. It's a development tool and shouldn't be used. So your warranty may vary. Your warranty would be invalid. Your mileage may vary, I should say, if you try that. So yes, we could accelerate that up there and do things, and yeah, that's the thing we could do, but you're not supposed to do that. Yeah. The auto miners, you can't put stuff on top of them. I thought you could, as long as you left this bit open, but we're not going to anyway. Now I can do this edging. I'm going to build a platform out on the 4 sides. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, which will have the captures on them. So we'll have 4 or 6 per side to capture loads of asteroids. So that'll be fine. Miners are strictly a trash tier, you say. I agree. They're so slow. It's unbelievable. It's terrible. Really is utterly terrible. Saying you can run cables through the dock, but you can't. You can't run cables through here or the big dock. This end segment here, if I show you with it, if I try and run a cable through, see, it doesn't let me build it at all. But if I did that, it would build it in the center. But you see, it isn't building. I come down here. If I did that, it's not building the 2 points here. So you can't actually run anything through the dock manually. It's the same for the actual dock, the giant dock. I tried it with that as well. You cannot manually run stuff through there. So there's no way to get power out or pipes or things in. You are limited to conveyor belts only. Pipes, I feel, will be coming at some point. They should be available, so yeah. You also mentioned about the construction thing. I'm not at that stage of the game yet. The construction robots, I know what they are there. And you mentioned mining drones as well. Now, mining drones is something I know about. You build a place, you make drones, they go to it, they wait, and then you tell them to harvest the good, and they will go and be like, hey, I want gold. They'll go and mine the gold. They're not very quick, but you can build mass amounts of them. So that's not so bad. However, I had issues last time I played, which granted was a year and a half or so ago, where I couldn't tell them to be on this space and go to a planet to mine. You had to put them on the planet to mine. They wouldn't transfer between through a dock. You can go to the dock and you can transfer them through the dock and assign them to the new planet, but then they would need their base point on that planet in order to mine. They drop off and then you output and then run through the docks and come back again. That's not really something that's the same as doing that there. I might as well just not bother with planets and just build a million asteroid catchers and just run off that, because anything on the planet you can capture in space as well. I think there's a few things. There's uranium, I believe. I'll click this one here. So we've got, so all of that can be captured. Carbon, iron, copper and gold can all be captured in the world. That's not a problem. You've got uranium that can't be captured, so we might have to go and mine uranium. That's the only thing. But that's when we need it. We don't need it right now. Aluminium's also another one, and titanium, we'd probably have to mine those. So we will have to set up mining systems probably sooner than later. But for the time being, I'm just going to ignore it and just got to go as much as we can with what we have. None of these have any liquid deposits on them, but that's because I don't think we've unlocked the liquid stuff till you go through the wormhole. And then in the build thing, if you go to mining, we've got a question mark here. I think this is how you do it. You go to transport 2. So I'm worrying about pipes and stuff way too early. We don't have to worry about it. Mining drones, however, here, the mine drone, we could look into that and see whether they do now walk from here to another planet and back again. I'm not sure. I don't think they do. But we'll test that. It might have changed. I don't know. It might have changed. So, with all that in mind, all that done here, we can change this here, we can do this here, bits and pieces. We want to actually build a second floor down below. And I have a plan, and more importantly, a blueprint for it. So I'm going to have 4 layers between each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be 8 layers tall. So that should be enough space for us to put everyone inside it, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around here to the centerpiece here, click, and hopefully this works. I haven't tested this, so this is time. So we want to come down by 8 layers. 7 makes 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then I want to go into our blueprints, and I have 2 blueprints. Also, I really love that you can use blueprints inside the blueprint maker. So if you make like this corner floor piece here, if I click this and bring this up, this is the corners, because it's kind of awkward to make them and fill them in. So I made a corner blueprint so that I can just place a corner down, and it does all this bits there. And then I went, maybe I can make the entire floor. So I went into it, and then I loaded up that corner blueprint inside the blueprint and added the blueprint to the blueprint. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. However, I decided to go a little bit further. Look at this. We need 4,900 iron plates and 1,776 copper plates to build. Come down, because hopefully if I point at this guy to build this monstrosity, look at this here. Also, I can see something looks wrong on the blueprint. Yep, something looks wrong on the blueprint. Okay, let's go into the blueprint and have a look, see what I broke. So, blueprints, station floor, modify, boom, look at this. This is an entire dot. This is 8 tall, 8 deep, and 4 deep below. It's got the low one. Aha. How did I do this? I guess I was dragging too far. Move this here. So these aren't needed. So we don't quite need as many as we thought. There we go. But this is, as you can see, the entire section floor. And if we come underneath, got a little central point, so I know where the central point is. Down below, it should have one on top as well. It doesn't have the roof because the floor at the bottom is the roof for this piece. So this is the 8 deep one, and then underneath it, it's got the 4 deep in between piece. So yay. Blueprints for the win. Let's find out here. Blueprint, click, okay. And I should just point at that bit there and click. Let's find out. Ooh. Here's a moment of truth. We'll go up. Is it lined up? I think I'm 1 out. Maybe it's not 8 down, maybe it's 7 down. Did I mess up the Let's go in here. And find out. No, it's a spacer because of the floor. So yeah, we want to go 7 down. Okay, so this is slightly wrong. This is slightly wrong. That's a little bit annoying, because that means this is 9 space here, so we need to get rid of this. So let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. We have this box size tool thing here. So if we come down here and I click there, but there you go. We have this box selection thing. So we can then drag out this to say there. Drag out this one. You know how big it is. You can actually just come to here and modify it directly. So that's 26 by 26. So if we go 26 by 26, that should be our entire selection. Oh, there you go. That's up against the wall. I probably want to go 27 by 27 just to make sure. Or 28 by 28, I think. No, 27. So let's go 27 by 27 by 27 by 27. There you go. So you can modify this here, and it will select whatever you want to select it. Walls, floor, logic, diagonal things, whatever you want to select inside here. Doesn't select machines by the looks of it. It's just purely designed for aesthetic building. The only thing I wish this had, which I don't see, right, I've got to remove. Oh, let's edit this. Let's just go up. 8, I think. Is it 8? It might be 7. Hold on. Nope, 8. 8 is where I want to go. Yeah. Boom. 8 there, and then we want to go down 5. The only thing I wish this had was a copy function. So I'm going to go down by 5. So this increases 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. I can just make holes in the floor. Nope, need to go down by 6. That doesn't quite select the floor. Yeah. Okay. Then we drag it down one more. Oop, there you go. Okay. This is selected everything in this area here. Okay. Well, it's boxed around. So you can then come here and we can press F to select everything in this area. So push F, boom. We have selected everything that this thing has highlighted. Oh my god, I can't see a damn thing. Boom, there you go. So the entire lower section of the base selected in one go. So we can delete it in one go. I kind of just wish this had a copy. It's got copy properties, but I wish this had a copy function so I can go make blueprint. Yeah, I kind of wish it had a make blueprint. There is a box Voxel tool which does something else as well, but I really wish this had a make blueprint from this, so you could build something in the world, highlight it all, and go make blueprint from this. But I can't see how to do that. So yeah, we can do this. We have selected the whole lot of it, and if I press delete, wait, there you go. Look at that. Zip, 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 zip. We get all of it back. Awesome. So there is mass delete in this game, not just highlight delete. So yep, and then we'll just control right click to delete that. There we go. So we want to come down by 6 here, which makes it 7 tool instead. Then go to blueprints, then click on this station floor thing here, come down, point at this guy. I want to come down a distance away from it because I'm not sure what would happen if I'm stood in the way when I put it in there. So, but we click that. Oh, it takes a little while to do, but it does it. It does it. There you go. There we go. There's our second floor. This is what our base is going to look like. It's got bits poking out of it. I'm not sure about decoration. Like we could do a strip around it. I think in the 8th floor ones we might put windows and stuff in. That's the thing that would probably happen, but not right now. I'm just kind of getting to it. So if we come over here, what I should probably do is figure out a way to get a strip in so I know where the floors start and stop. That might make sense. You know, like a strip here and a strip here for the floors. So I don't know how to do that because I like this pattern, but there's no way you can like put a strip on top of the pattern. You can only just change the patterns. And as you can see from the walls, there are many patterns that are in it. So I mean, we could always change the color of it. So like, we can make it brighter like that and have a white stripe go around and a white stripe go around there. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I just wanted to make it the grey so that it wasn't so bright on your eyes when you look at it. That's why I made it grey rather than white. So we could do a strip or do a blue strip or something. you know, you can customize these anyhow you want. There are metal stripes and things as well that we could use. I don't know. There's things, but that looks very different, if that makes sense. It's very it's a sudden change. I kind of like the idea of making it all out of this one repeating pattern, and then maybe just having a color change, like have a blue stripe there, like a red stripe down below. Should we try that? Let's see here. There is also something else as well, which I really do like. So say we don't like this grey colour. Say I just want to make it a bit brighter. Yeah. If I come into the wall tile, I come down to this one here, New Deco 9. That's what they're all made out of. I move this over here. Let me move my camera over here so we can... there, so we can see the station over here. Yeah, over here. So do this. Come down to Deco 9. If I modify this color, if I right click, it comes up with the actual hex numbers. Change it. If I modify this, so it's all 1 to 8, which is grey. If I say make it blue, it changes every wall piece that has this on it. So anyone you've already placed down, you can easily change the colors of. Very, very easily. So yeah. Very, very nice. So I don't know why I did 1 2 1. It should be 1 2 7. I don't know why I was thinking 1 2 7 1 2 1. Yeah, boom. So that's mid grey point, because these are hex numbers, so they go from 0 to 255. So yeah. So we do that. We could rename it as well, I think. Deco grey. And then I could duplicate it here. I've got some testing things here for stuff as well that I was having to play with and things, so I might remove these ones here. So I want to keep that one, the metal dark cross new, because this is yellow by default and I changed it to be white, and you can dot them around and they kind of fit with the pattern, so maybe they'll appear. But let's say we get metal deco grey. Let's change this to blue, and I will basically increase the blue. It's kind of purple looking, but that's okay. We'll do that. But there you go. Right, so we'll grab this one here, and then we will say that. It's kind of purple looking, yeah. But if we did a stripe all the way around like that, and then a stripe down the bottom, and say red. Duplicate. Red. Right click. So drop that down to 1 2 7, which is halfway, grey colour. Then increase the red to 100%. Makes it kind of pink. Probably want to change these in the future, but again, it doesn't matter because we can always change them. Let's actually do an entire stripe to make it see what it's like. We can always change them later. In just the editing, so we'll put in like the basic looking thing, so like this. But there you go. And if you middle click, you copy the color as well. So we could do that. So we know this is a middle floor. So if we want to dig in, we know where the floors are. This will have windows and stuff on it. So, but we can always come in. To this again, edit this. And just go, actually, we'd like to make this like a proper full-on blue. Or maybe just a 1 2 7 blue, like a dark blue. A dark blue strip to it, and then we'll edit this, and we'll make this 1 2 7 grey, red, and then we'll turn them two off to make it a dark grey, red strip. So there you go, we got maybe that. I don't know, we could do that. I don't know, or just put black stripes along it. Or white stripes on it. I don't know. I'm just sort of. I just like the box. I like the octagonal box. So we'll play with this later. So yeah. So if we come down here, I'd have to edit this in the blueprint as well because obviously the floors won't do this. So come down here. 1 2 3 4. So if I do that. Yeah, there's our floor. Here's our internal 8 tool structure. Should be fine. That might be missing from the blueprint. I'm not sure. And then we have to do is remove the central column, which we just have to build a central column in order to see what it is. And this is the center point, so I'm going to kind of leave this at center point so I know where it is, which means I probably want to do that above me because the one above was manually built and isn't the same. Delete. Then delete that one, and then above that should be the colony. Oh, there's a box. Yeah, there's the colony base, so cool. So if we middle click that, loop. Yeah. Loop. Just it's a nice little marker to tell you where center is, just to make life a bit easier for us. So yeah, we need auction. There you go. Awesome. So yeah. So that's the idea behind it here. So blueprints are stupidly powerful. This is things done here for that. I've done another episode. I've just realised I've glanced over and done another episode where I built nothing, and I not only do I want to apologise for that. I want to apologise for the way I was so negative in the previous episode as well with the stuff going on here. I couldn't believe when I found that edge thing. It's like, and I couldn't see how to turn it off, and I genuinely was looking through. Not the controls. I wasn't looking at the controls there, but I was looking through the I was looking in here, trying to figure out, is there a way I can turn it off in here? Is there something? And I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it in the building thing. I didn't know you had to put it down, modify it, and then do that later. I didn't know that was a thing. But I have seen this window many times. I've accidentally clicked it. I didn't know what it was. So yeah. Okay. So we will build on this floor down here out. I think this is where we'll put our grabber. So I'll build a thing coming out. We'll have a section for it, and then it will have 4 or 6 miners on it, which will go in. And I think I'm not sure what I'm going to do per floor. We've got loads of space, so I don't have to really worry about it. I think this looks really cool inside. The reflections look really good inside. I like it a lot. So yeah, but we'll figure out something inside here. I'm not sure. I might just have, like, on this floor, storage with the different ores in them. I don't know why I'd want storage for the ores in them, but I could do that. So this could be our ore storage section, and then the floor below is smelters. We only need like 1 smelter running on 6 things anyway, so it's not exactly difficult. We could literally have 1 smelter per thing come in and just smelt it all down to bars, because you never use the raw ore. So that might be an idea. And then we'll put stuff in here, and then so yeah, there's going to be lots of empty wasted space. Lots of empty wasted space on the floors. So one floor is going to be like this one's going to be smelting with the capturing. The floor below is probably going to have some constructors making plates, or will be all constructors. The floor below will be assemblers. There'll be lots of empty, open, wasted space, but that's okay, because we have basically infinite resources. So we shall leave this here, and I promise, 100% promise, next episode we will get stuff done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.